Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I hope you're all doing well. So I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what energy comes through for the collective with the new energy that we're working with. So thank you to those who have continued to support my channel, and welcome to those who are new. So if you are new, just a little something to bear in mind. If you hear names mentioned, they are for entertainment purposes only. We're all aware that lots of people have the same names, so don't take anything too personally. Yeah, use your discernment. We're going to cover all of those bits because we like to see in the readings how to decipher the truth amongst a lot of lies, and how the tarot can help you find out the answers that you need. So just demonstrate things to do with psychic abilities and spirituality. So yeah, so I'm just asking for us to be shown an overall energy to work with. I feel because we keep hearing the words like alchemize, oh, we're alchemizing this and we alchemized that, that let's see if we can create a situation where we can show what that actually looks like. So it might work, it might not, but I'm not worried about failure. So yeah, everything's trial and error. Ooh, we've got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So exactly what we are saying, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So the energy already is about the mystical, the hidden knowledge, the knowledge coming forward. What we're seeing is with the darker side of all of this, don't want to just keep saying, oh, the occult, because it needs to be blended in together. But the darker side is an example of why a lot of ancient knowledge was hidden, kept out of hands, because if certain knowledge gets into the wrong hands, then it's used and abused. Moving forward to the present time, yeah, we can go back further, whatever, but the present times, what we're dealing with, we are now seeing that this information is widely accessible to all, and exactly that is what's playing out and has been for a long time. You've got those that are materialistic, that have used this knowledge for material gains. So the universe has blessed us with a lovely, willing participant group, and we're able to tap into any of their energies at any time. They've signed up for it, and we're able to use those as examples. So sometimes it may seem like I'm being a little bit heartless and no compassion or empathy, but those that know me know that that's not how I am. But sometimes being loving towards people gets taken as a weakness, and that's what we're going to be looking into within these readings, is people that think because you're not fighting back, arguing back, that you're that it's a weakness or whatever, so they continue to prod. So that's where we're at. They've had their turn first. I was able to collect all the information I needed to share with you with our examples. Now it's tables have turned, and I'm able to use their tactics back on them. So it's kind of like the energy of you can give it, but you can't take it. And we see that quite often, don't we? So people are able to make a mockery of anything, people in particular that they feel are a easy target, or too soft, too scared, or too intimidated, whatever their fantasy stories will be. It's just a projection of how they believe somebody's state of mind to be. So we know that that's all the makings of a tower card, a tower moment, because wherever they've had their foundation information and they've built a persona around that. So just with the studying of them, I was able to see the misinformation that they were given in the way of the tactics that they used. They felt they could preempt the reaction or response. So that's blowing up in their faces. And now it's our turn to use their antics back on them. Okay, so we've got the devil, that energy. Obviously, it's coming with the darker side. As we're moving throughout this year, the energy has shifted massively now, and it's a lot heavier, but that's the purpose of us doing energy work, because we need to take that, not be a punching bag or an emotional punch bag, or we're not here to be fixing. Now everybody's got to fix up their self, taking responsibility, accountability, standing up. And so with that, we've got the whole jumbling going around as people settle into, you've got those who want to get along, and you've got those that couldn't give a shit. So luckily, we can use those that don't give a shit as our examples, and with the highest authorities, we're able to do that without a backfire, return to sender, and all of that. All of those things don't work, because this is for our educational purposes, for the highest good. And they've clocked up enough that we're able to cash in now. So currently they are spiritually capped and in heavy karmic debt. So it's like our little playground. Okay, so we've got the devil, material and spiritual prosperity, which is what we were saying. We've got material harvest, and then we've got emotional loss, and we've got shadow. We can see that, can you? We've got shadow underneath. All right, so this energy is actually perfect for what we're going to work with. So we've got, with the devil, it covers addictions of any kind, obsessions, so parasites of the mind, the thinking, the compulsive disorders, perfectionism. It's control is its main energy, and it's the darker shadow side is like the greed of finances. With this being the healthy side with Capricorn, they are typically known to be hard workers, consistent, dedicated, and they're not afraid of hard work. But then obviously the flip side is this material greed, and so on. That much we know. It's about moderation, which is the energy workers, is being able to balance it out. What's been demonstrated before, it doesn't matter how much love you pour into some people, it's still thrown back in your face. It's never enough, it's never good enough. And so that's what we're going to be looking at now. If that tactic didn't work, then we will mirror them and match them with a language and behaviors that they understand, whilst still taking a spiritually higher perspective, because it's about your frequency will dominate theirs, and they will end up adjusting, or they will flee. Unfortunately for this group, they can't, because they're karmically tied to a soul contract that they chose to write. So we're able to like really see the transformations and how they will dig in, and they will resist change and all sorts of everything. It's like there's so much that we can, so much diversity that we can delve into. All right. Ultimately, we're looking to start taking people's masks off. There's a lot of falseness. Those false constructs are coming down. A lot of these people have built things on the back of those that they thought were had no voice, or wouldn't fight back, or wouldn't be believed, and all sorts of whatever. It's that's what they've used as their financial tool. So strength in numbers is a them type of mentality, and that's not the way that it works moving forward, which again, the things that I will call as a prediction or say, you will be able to see it play out in real time, because there's a lot of stigma around psychic abilities and fake mediums, fake healers, fake tarot readers, and all of the rest of it. So to be able to show you the healthier side of how it works and how it is enjoyable and everything, then you need to be able to see it. So that's what I'm hoping to be able to do. So removing people's masks, we're not humiliating, we're not ripping the mask off, but they will never be ready to remove it, because there's such a falseness that's built around that persona. So these will be people that are what we would class as shallow. It is just all materialistic. It's about how they're seen. So exhibitionists, if you were to be imagining how the archetype of Leo and the bravado and the personality, and they're very in your face and out there, and they want to be seen, the center of attention, all of that. It's that type of energy that we're working with here. So if you were to strip them of that, which the spirit realm are heavily active overseeing what we're doing here, so if you imagine that they would come in and intervene and remove key elements that are helping them to cheat not cheat the system, it's not even about that, it's about how can we all get along, or things be a better place when you've got people that just keep stamping all over who they want, take what they want, and sit back and benefit. So this is like low tier petty criminals, but they've siphoned off for a long time, because they come under the disguise of doting football mum, or hardworking dad, and providing the sole provider. So there's always a like humanitarian persona, giving, charitable, doing this, but it's all, there's a purpose and reason behind it. It's all about the image perception, whereas you get those that are comfortable in their own skin because they've gone through the process, and it's not comfortable for anybody, but it's got to be done at some point. So better to do it by choice than to have the divine source, higher powers, intervene and remove it when you're not ready. So I suppose we're kind of trying to help them to see how to start removing it, but they need to get the basics, and that's the bit that they're not interested in. They don't give a shit, which kind of works for us because they're so resistant. We can really go to town with all the examples we need to do. Like I was saying, they can give it, multiple people, they can give it, but can they take it? So I suppose that would be the theme. Let's see. So we've got the material and spiritual prosperity, because all of this is being hidden through the spirituality mask. That's where we've seen the spiritual movement has been completely hijacked. You're being told to look here, look there, look everywhere, and it's these people that will be telling you where to look or to funnel you into another loop so that you're stuck. It's like a circuit, and it's not what you know, it's who you know. Those times are going as well. So there is a real feel of going back to the olden times and picking up the essence, integrity threads of people and bringing it into, again, the modern time, which then starts blending with our technology, futuristic, nothing all crazy and scary about AI is going to kill us and all the rest of it. It's not about that. It's about just being real and authentic and giving a shit about your peers. So yeah, we've got here material harvest. So with the justice, that's just representing the spirit realm and the higher power, the divine. The karmic justice represents the calculating of the level of injustice that's been carried out, and then that bit's nothing to do with us of how it plays out or who gets what. It's not even that. It's about just keeping on doing your thing, and again, your energy frequency will be the dominant one, especially if you're particular about the company that you keep, then that filters out just the same as them. They're a clique, a network, and they are embedded in to benefit for all, which is, yeah, community, I suppose. But it's the way that they're being so deceptive whilst tearing down the real and the genuine. So yeah, so we've got material harvest. So you could be somebody that you are a creator on whatever level, or you're just going from your 9 to 5. It's like, yeah, the system's doing this. We all agree with that. But alongside it, parallel, you've got this parasitic energy that is siphoning off as well. So you may be noticing a lot of work going in and only a small return. There's a high chance that you've got some kind of parasite attached to your energy for their gain. I'm going to help you to spot what that looks like and how to confront it. So we've got here the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is representing just taking a minute to evaluate your situation. So it's showing here like almost like sleep time, because that's when the mind processes, or your astral projection and moving around the astral realm. What we're doing and moving forward into is learning how to combine all of it together in our everyday lives. So not needing to be asleep in order to access that frequency, so that it opens out for you. So emotional loss is kind of the doorway. It's not like part of their scam group that was using that as a cover to inflict pain, trauma, keep people stuck in trauma loops and trauma bonding and all of that thing. All kinds of horrific stuff to invoke pain and all sorts without offering a healing thing because they need to funnel you down to their network of coaches or therapists or whatever it may be, and then you get stuck in that loop. So what I'm showing you is ways to identify that. And even again with tarot, if you're watching this and you're interested in it, so I'll also help you to be able to identify the readers that are aligned and reading from this parasitic script. You'll be able to tell them once you get used to examples shown. So obviously as well, remember I'm saying I'm going to show you that, so once they know that they're being too seen, they will adjust and to embed and hide a little bit more, but know that everybody has already been seen. So that's that. So emotional loss is the doorway too. It's the emotional intelligence. If you're in pain, you're crying, you're hurting, you're yearning or grieving or whatever, you should be able to identify, I'm crying because of this reason. If it's like I'm crying and I don't know why, then that opens it out. I mean, I'm not medically trained, but example purposes only for your visual examples. But if you're crying all the time and you don't know why, then that is where you would have to seek out professional help, not come to like tarot to get that answers. So tarot is coming out of a time of it being so taboo, but it's still being misinterpreted. So personally, I don't feel the tarot cards are evil or whatever. It's however you're interpreting what you're looking at. So if you were depressed, for example, then you're going to read that from that perspective. Okay, so what are we looking at? I feel that we are looking at if this energy was all alchemized together, which we will do, that it would produce a tower moment. So let's get some cards and I'll show you how those energies blend into that. All right, we'll use just these to give an example of who we can tap into. All right, so the Two of Wands is a failed plan. So a failed plan. So if you bear in mind, the end goal that this is building the energy towards is going to result in a tower moment. Could be for one, could be for multiple, it could be just within a situation, but you'll be able to know that for yourself if it affects you in any way. So we've got here a failed plan. So with the devil being in that baseline of the energy, it's containing obsession, greed, and power and control. So a failed plan isn't working for here. So there is a new higher perspective that they will tap into, which is the shadow, the darker energies, so that they can bring forward another go at implementing a different plan. But because they've had egg on their face so many times, and at the time when I was just observing, not reacting, that's when they felt they had loads of wins. That's fine, they can do that. But now what they're seeing is nothing is working, because it was only working so we could understand that type mentality and how people can continue to literally bash, destroy, or try to someone that has done nothing to you. or you're not able to come out of the shadows and be direct of what it is, because that's the heavy masking. They only have power with numbers, and they only have perceived strength when hiding in the shadows. And so as projecting our love towards them, we are shining the light on them. So where they're at now, and this is probably why this energy is coming up, because there's most likely a real creative plan. It's like they know that they're running out of time. It ran out ages ago, but bless them, that they know that everyone's being exposed and they are completely on display, but they're in the phase of oh, quick, pretend we haven't seen the video, we don't know we're being called out, all of that. It's whatever way they want to play it. So what's happening now is that they are coming together to it's like putting on a whole production. It's like our grand finale. So a grand finale to have a comeback from all of the failed plans would look like. So grand finale, let's go out with a bang. She's exposed us and so let's we've got to do something that we can be like, yeah, haha, we won, and then we'll leave it at that. We'll all disperse. That's the intention, the ideal, the fantasy. That's the delusion and illusion. That is their wish. So we'll let them carry on. So grand finale. So the grand finale would mean that they've got a cut-off date. So they've got a specific date in mind. A failed attempt, so that would also suggest that they're going quiet and oh well, we're not engaging, we're the ones being attacked. So that's that cover bit, that's fine. So where are we now? August. So okay, so the end of August, then we've got September coming in. October's already been predicted as very bleak for some, not all. So in their ideal world, and with all the deities, the dark energies, all of the not what you know, who you know people that they can pull on board and be like, it'll be a big payout, it'll be a win, it'll be worth it, we just need to discredit this person and whatever, but we need to lead them up the garden path. That's the energy that I'm getting of this material spiritual harvest. That's the energy that's being used. So we're going to take that energy of their intention, and that's going to be the base energy of our tower. Don't forget, we're reflecting back to them the same tactics that they use on us, yourself, whoever is resonating with this type experience or whatever, or just for understanding how it works, really. So we're taking that as the base energy, and we know that it's already coded with failure because they haven't had a win. There's no wins being referred to, or that worked, because they just use the same tactics. So that's why you know that this one's got to be it's got to stand out, it's got to be memorable, it's got to be like the grand finale, literally. Okay, so with the devil, they have made mistakes because they've sent entities or they've conjured up this, that and the other, but luckily for me, my spirit protector intercepts. So when you've got a healthy working relationship with your spirit guides, and everyone's got guides, but not everyone's got a healthy relationship with them, but when you do, then you're never fighting them. That's where they get blocked. So the intention or their thought process is that they are energetically fighting you or sending a dark entity to get you, but they're not realizing that it's not coming to you, it's already intercepted and blocked. So that's one clue that you're able to identify the low level of what you would be dealing with match for match, because you will get new level, new devil. So, but if they're not able to, or they've underestimated you, that you then it would be multiple numbers, because they need to build up that same strength of energy to be able to work with. So clearly there's not just one person able to manipulate that level of energy to penetrate, get through, do anything and have an actual effect. So they need multiple, all with the same intentions, the same goal and outcome, the same win, and enjoying it as they go. So we already know that their tower is loaded with failed plans. So having to create a plan, get an idea of a plan, but walk away from it, because what we've been doing as we've been following this parasitic group is when this energy starts building up with excitement and ill intentions, then obviously you're going to feel that being projected at you. So you get alerted, tap in. That's the beauty of the cards. You see what is that energy that you're picking up on, and then it will show you. So yeah, so the plan that they're looking to do is create enough distance and time from the failed plan, or make it look like I'm downing my like say 5 of Wands is conflict or misunderstandings, and just trying to overcome like group conflicts, especially when it's in the reverse. So they need to give the energy of that, and they need to find a way of conveying that energy, even though you've probably got no contact with them. So that's the deeper level for those who really are perceptive of their environment and interactions. It's if you were being creative with ill intentions towards somebody, but you needed to like lure them into a particular date or area or whatever it is, you need to be creative. If you've got hateful intentions, then that needs to be masked with love. So for the shallowness and the not giving a shit about people or whatever, probably do for each other on a level, but this is like extra. It's like it's been created, siphoned off, mimicked of people that have genuine feelings, that are in touch with that. They've studied people's healing processes so that they can talk the language, talk the lingo. But those of us that do have emotional intelligence know that when you're describing something, you've got the words come out the mouth, but it also is congruent with the feelings that can't be mimicked. So that's why actions and words don't match, or someone can be talking but you're still not feeling it because there's no emotional connection to it. It's just they're describing a situation. So for this to be seen as real and genuine, they need to create distance from there, which is the silence, and then they need to assess, is there anything that the collective needs or is seen to be missing, or what can we use to say, I'm a guardian angel in the physical and I'm coming forward, or it will need to be somebody that's built up your trust. So that bit is also excitable pleasure, because it's like, yeah, they really trust so and so, they won't suspect anything if they. So it's like, with this creation side for them, there is a real sexual chemistry energy with it. Even if they're coming from ill intent, it is the same. It's built from, or it's got the same frequency as sexual chemistry, sexual energy, sexual excitement. So with readings as well, a lot of the readers read it as it's always a ex-lover, or it's someone that's interested in you coming forward. But the part that gets overlooked is that a lot of the time this is a female coming into a female, or a male coming into a male, coming under the soul sister, yo bro type, whatever, anything. It's got to snake in to blindside you, or to sit within your energy, your environment, so that you become used to it. And with you becoming used to it, then you lower your guard. So this will be somebody that is an unsuspecting somebody. Depending on where your situation is, it could be somebody completely new, but